I think the real weakness of the modern systems of managing us as individuals is that it cannot deal with our own mortality. To give people consolation in the face of their own death, that the sense that when they die, something will go on and they will be part of something that's going on. It's really powerful and it's really necessary. The modern, rational, efficient, utilitarian, technocratic world of managing the individual, it cannot give you any consolation.
No.
And I think a lot of the pessimism that you find is from that. They're
That
actually
they
projecting
divorced.
onto the world that they're saying, it's not me who's going to die, everything's going to die. And it becomes this sort of terrible, terrible fear of death, which then colours everything, which then stops them being optimistic about changing the world. Every age creates its own reality. That's what power does. I mean, the function of power is to tell you a story about the world. Because what is reality? It's just a jumble of masses of things. Real power is taking the reality and shaping it. And at the moment, we are becoming a bit distrustful of the stories those in power tell us. And it's all feeling a bit jangly and a bit falling apart. And what we're waiting for is another story that comes along. What I find it a bit odd is that we're feeling so frightened rather than actually celebrating it as a moment where you can shape anything the way you want it to be. There are two things sitting around waiting. One is religion, the other is science. The thing that no one ever talks about at the moment, because science has got stuck in many ways in sort of weird dogma, but also because it's all about serving the individual these days. Scientists spend their time getting grants by doing research that tell us that if you eat this, you'll die, or if you do this, it'll have a bad effect on your health, and then next year telling you the opposite. It's been reduced in our imaginations, whereas what science used to do was tell us extraordinary things about the world, the hidden things that it could reveal. And there's a sort of awesomeness waiting there to be rediscovered. And I have this instinct that what might happen in answer to the sort of rather strange utilitarian stuckness of our time is that someone will find a way of fusing scientific ideas and religious ideas to produce a sort of, I don't know, a vision of an extraordinary world that somehow has a logical power to it. And the science and the religion will fuse. And what it will offer is a way of us still feeling that we're individuals, but there's another world we can go towards.